Hi, I'm a first-year student from the Faculty of Engineering and Built Environment from the Wits University. I was assigned a project by the School of Chemical and Metallurgical Engineering to design a homemade simple manometer. This manometer is to serve the purpose of measuring the pressure of a gas from a simple reaction. The following video will take you through the guidelines of designing this manometer and testing it. As part of the pre-process of the experiment, 250 milliliters of white vinegar with 5% acid is going to be mixed with 4 crushed eggshells. This process is done to cause a chemical reaction between the acetic acid in the vinegar and the calcium in the eggs. This reaction, over a short period of time, will cause bubbles inside the bottle. These bubbles are of carbon dioxide gas. For the construction of the manometer, a flat surface material is required. I chose to use a cardboard that is rigid enough. Next is the tube. I chose a clear tube with an inside diameter of 10 millimeters and is 2.5 meters long. For means of attaching the tube to the board, I used cable ties to attach the tube to the edges of the cardboard. I furtherly used tape to make sure that the tube is secure enough. I then attached a nozzle to the end of the long tube. This nozzle will be attached to the gas source. For the measuring stick, I am going to use a centimeter ruler that is 30 centimeters long. The manometer is suspended on an iron wire that is used as a vertical reference. For the liquid source, I am going to use water. I have added red food coloring to the water for high contrast. The liquid is filled in the tube by means of a bottle with a nozzle. It is filled so that the tube is filled equally on either side. Thereafter, a ruler is placed at the top of the water level. It is important to note that the 0 point of the ruler is exactly at the top of the water level and that the ruler is attached to the side where there will be noticeable changes in height. The gas source is now going to be attached to the long end of the tube. There will begin to be changes in height due to the pressure from the gas. These changes will be recorded. In conclusion, a YouTube manometer was designed, tested, and optimized. It used red-colored water as the fluid and carbon dioxide from a chemical reaction between vinegar and eggshells. It was observed that prior to the introduction of a gas source to the system, both liquids on either side of the column were equal in height. The introduction of a gas source, however, created a height difference. This height difference was then utilized to calculate the absolute pressure that measured up to 277.3 Pascal and the gauge pressure that measured up to 176.1 Pascal.